my channel. For those of you guys who are new, my name is Alicia and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm excited because I'm doing a makeup tutorial using the Anastasia Subculture palette, and I know there was a lot of controversy over this palette like a year ago or whenever it came out. I got this for Christmas, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna bust it out, let's do a look, see how it works for me. Honestly, like, I love the way this look turned out. I just think it's so rich and so sultry, and I hope you guys enjoyed this look as well. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up because that always helps out, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out if you aren't already. That way we can stay connected and you can catch my next video. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, that way it alerts you every time I upload. And also I have an Instagram, that's at LISHA Loves Makeup, if you guys are interested in following me there. I do post more regularly on my Instagram. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things with YouTube, so wish me luck. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling and let's just go ahead and jump right into this makeup look. Alright guys, so first off, I'm going in with my Sigma eyeshadow base. This is in the shade Persuade, and you can use my code LISHA for 10% off on Sigma products. I absolutely love this primer. I just feel like it totally evens out my eyelid and works as the perfect base to prevent creasing. And then I'm going to the Anastasia Subculture palette, and I'm taking the shade called New Wave, which is like a beautiful mustard colored color. And I'm taking that on the Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm just starting to diffuse this into my crease. I kind of focus the majority of the pigment at the outer corner, and then I start dragging that like up into my crease and socket area and just really diffusing this color. And then I'm going to go in with the shade called Fudge, which is a beautiful fudgy brown, basically like it describes. And I'm taking my Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm just starting to place this on the outer corner. And as you can see, I kind of just do like flicking motions at the outer corner and really just take my time with building up this shade. And then I also take that into like the inner part of my crease, just kind of with whatever is left over on my brush, and just really take your time with building that up. And then I'm going to go in with this shade called Adorn, and this color is, oh my goodness, it's so stunning. It's like the most beautiful bronzy copper shade. So I am just taking that on a flat shader brush from Sigma, and I'm packing that all on my lid. And I did wet this color just to give it a little bit more intensity and give it more of like that metallic foiled look. And then I'm going to go in with my concealer. I believe I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going in with my Sigma winged liner brush, and I'm just basically creating a winged liner with that concealer. And then I'm going to go into the Subculture palette and take the shade Axis, which is like a beautiful turquoise matte shade, and I'm just starting to pack that on top of that concealer, and this is just going to give me a gorgeous colored winged liner. So you really have to take your time when packing this shade on. I feel like you have to build like the pigment and intensity, but it was totally worth it. And then I'm going to go back into the shade called Fudge and really just start deepening things up. I felt like it really needed a lot more definition, so I went into that outer corner and just started building. And I also took the shade Access and I started kind of smoking out that liner and also really just dragging that up into the crease. I feel like it just gave it such a, like, I don't know, a unique look to this. I normally wouldn't drag like a colorful eyeshadow into the crease, but I actually really liked it. And then moving on to the face, I'm going in with my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I just absolutely love this. It's so moisturizing. And then I'm taking my Body Radiance. This is by Gleam by Melanie Mills, and this is in the shade Rose Gold, and this just gives you such an amazing glow to your skin. And then I'm going into the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I believe I am in the shade Natural Beige, and I'm just blending that out with my damp Morphe sponge. I love this foundation. It just gives you such a natural finish. My skin has been extremely dry, so I've been loving this foundation. So just blending all of that out, getting a nice even canvas, and then I'm going to go in and do some cream contour bronzing. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer, and this is in the shade Chestnut. This stuff is extremely pigmented, so you need just a small amount, but I absolutely love the way that it warms up the skin, and I feel like it just keeps the face looking fresh as opposed to like just a powder bronzer. So I'm blending that out with a duo fiber brush, and just basically in the typical areas, you know, cheekbones, around the perimeter of the forehead and jawline. And I just feel like it warms up the skin so nicely, it blends out so nicely. And I'm also doing a little bit of nose contouring. I think I'm using like a little tweezer man brush that is perfect to snatch up that nose. And then I always go back in with my beauty blender just to kind of soften the nose contour with whatever was left over on my sponge. And then I'm taking the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Nude, I believe. And this is such a beautiful concealer. This is hands down my holy grail favorite concealer. And I just feel like this shade brightens so nicely. So I'm using that to highlight the center of my face. So down the center of the nose, center of the forehead, chin, around my nose, and Cupid's bow. And again, just blending that out with my damp Morphe sponge. I do like to wet this with the Mario Badescu facial spray before I blend out my concealer. I feel like it just makes everything blend out so seamlessly. It kind of softens everything. So that's just kind of one of my tips that I love for concealer. I feel like it just takes away like that heavy appearance. I don't know if it just kind of thins out the concealer a little bit, but I really like the way that it blends everything out. So just take your time, and then I'm going to set this with the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder. This is the Better Not Bitter powder in the yellow shade, and this powder I'm obsessed with. Like, since I have tried it, I have not touched anything else. It sets my concealer so well, it brightens the under eye, and it like totally prevents creasing and like that dry crepey effect, so I love that. And then I'm going into the Marc Jacobs Do You drops, and I'm just taking that to the high points of my cheekbones for a nice glow. And I will take that obviously to both sides, and then I'll take that to the Cupid's bow, and I think to the nose, bridge of the nose, and chin. I just feel like this just gives you such a natural glow. I actually like to use this like as a base, and then I will go in with a powder highlight as well. But I feel like using the two together, it just makes everything look a little more skin-like. I really love using cream products, and then I feel like you have to use less of the powder products, if that makes sense. So I'm going in with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight. This is one of my favorite highlights. I've been using this for such a long time. I feel like sometimes I forget about it, but I always find myself going back to it. It's just such a stunning highlight. It's like not chunky or glittery. It just looks very I don't know, flawless on the skin, and it doesn't like enhance your texture, which I like. And then for bronzer, I'm going to go into the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm going to set those cream products in place and further deepen things up a bit. But I feel like because we already went in with the cream products, you just have to use a lot less powder. So basically just going in and bronzing up the skin a little bit further. I really wanted to be like super bronzy for this look. I just kind of had like those bronzy chocolate vibes on the mind. And yeah. So basically all the same areas where I put the cream contour, I'm just going to go in and set all of those areas with the powder bronzer as well. And for blush, I'm going in with the Becca blush in the shade Songbird. It's that center bronzy shade there, and I just feel like this looked so gorgeous with this look. It does have like a subtle shimmer to it, and Becca definitely has one of my favorite blush formulas. I feel like they are so long lasting and just super pigmented. So just taking that to the apples of my cheeks, and then I go in with a stippling brush and just really blend everything out. Make sure all of those edges are soft and there's nothing harsh. And then going into the lower lash line, I'm going back in with New Wave, that mustard shade, and then with a little bit of fudge to further deepen the outer corner of the lower lash line. And just take your time with blending. I just love these rich browns on the lower lash line. I think they look so gorgeous. And then I'm going in with a flat definer brush from Sigma, and I'm taking that shade Axis, which was that like deep turquoise teal shade, and I am just further defining the lash line, so getting as close to the lashes as possible and kind of just taking it in like 2/3 of the way. And then I'm using this shade called Electric. It's like so gorgeous. It's like a shimmery green, and I'm taking that to the tear duct, and I feel like it was so pretty. It like is kind of subtle. It's not like super green. It's like a goldish green, I guess, almost like a duochrome, but I took that to the tear duct, and I felt like it just really opened up the eyes and gave it a nice pop of color. And then for the waterline, I'm using my MAC Eye Kohl in the shade Costa Riche, which is a gorgeous reddish brown shade. I felt like it went perfect with this look. And then for the lips, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint, and this is in the shade Unveil, and it is the most stunning chocolate lip color ever. I absolutely love these lip paints. I feel like they are just so comfortable. They are easy to apply with the applicator from Fenty, and I just love it. I think this is such a stunning look. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and otherwise I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!